Welcome to episode 3, and I'm standing here on hallowed ground in New Orleans, Louisiana. And as I was passing by this beautiful cemetery, it brought up a lot of thoughts and feelings, and I've had the privilege of speaking at memorials and funerals in the past. And if you've ever sat in a memorial or a funeral, it brings a time of great reflection. So today, we're going to talk about the future, and we're going to talk about reflection, and we're going to talk about working towards your full potential. And I want to start with an exercise. I want you to picture and imagine you're at your own funeral. You're sitting in the back, and to the left you see and smell beautiful flowers given to your family as a gift. As you're sitting in the back, no one can see you, and you're waiting for the speaker to come to the front. Someone very special to you. And they walk up very somberly, and they start delivering your eulogy. They go on to explain about your life and what you accomplished and who you were and what your character was like. So take a second. What's being said? This can be an eye-opening exercise, and it makes me think of a quote by Stephen Covey. Stephen Covey once said, "Begin with the end in mind." So when you were imagining in your own mind what your funeral was like and the eulogy that was given, what was being said? Or really the question should be, what do you want to be said at your own funeral? You might want it to be said at your funeral, he was a great husband, or she was a great mother. Maybe you imagine them saying they were incredibly successful and even more generous with their time and their talents. Maybe you heard at your funeral, they were a great athlete or an entrepreneur or a great teacher. Take time to think about what you want to be said at your own eulogy and then go out and do it. Start with the end in mind. If you want your eulogy to say, he was a great father, well, go be a great father today. If you want your eulogy to say, she wrote an amazing book, well, go and write that book today. Today, I want you to start with the end in mind. And why start today? Because behind me is one of the wealthiest pieces of land, and it's not because of the real estate. It's because of all the potential that was buried here. So many thoughts, so many ideas, so many books and businesses and art are buried in the minds of the people that never took action. So start today. Think about what you want to be known for, and then start being that person. Don't let that book go unwritten. Don't let that business just pass you by. Don't let that art just stay in your thoughts. Today is the day to start living towards your full potential. So just to recap, start with the end in mind. Think about what you want to be said at the end of your life, and start being that person today. Until next time, learn, lead, and live to your full potential.